And hello, everyone. Welcome back to FPL in the Trenches, Frontline Prediction League in the Trenches. I'm your co-host Scott. Joining me, as always, is BeerMe. How you doing, BeerMe?
I'm doing pretty good, Scott. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm good. We just talked. We always talk a little bit beforehand, and we didn't talk much about this one. We're both tired. It's just, it's that season, right? Like that time of year. I even saw in our Discord. I think. Forget who it was. I'm going to look. Who was saying it? It was, I wanted to say Tino was saying it about the weather being all messed up. Who said that? Who said that? Larry. It was Larry. Forgive me. Basically, yeah, the weather's been messy. Like this morning it was raining, and then it was snowing 2 hours later. And now it's all gone, and it's just like 4 degrees. It's probably going to be that overnight, and then tomorrow, I don't know. It's messed up. It's messed up. Daylight saving also messes me up usually because when I finish work, it's already black out at 6 p.m.
Right.
So it's like, well, like I normally would have dinner later. This is welcome to story time with Scott. I'd normally have dinner a little later, but like I'm having it right away because it's like, well, it seems like it's nighttime, so it's
Right.
weird. It's weird. How about you? How about your way? What's your been like?
Yeah, the time change has definitely affected me. I'm used to I usually go to bed at like a certain time and wake up at a certain time.
Same. I
But
just
now I
yawned
find my
huge during that, by the way, not because of your
right.
story, but because I'm tired. So yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, and now I've been waking up like an hour earlier, and I'm like, why are we doing this? Like, you know what I mean? I don't need to be doing
Having a
that.
dog
But
also messes you up because the dog doesn't know it's
yes,
different. Dog's like, it's food time now. It's wake up time now. It's like, no, it's not. It's
exactly.
not.
Yeah.
But this is Frontline Prediction League in the Trenches. Frontline Prediction League here on YouTube. Frontline League over on Twitter, X. Frontline Prediction League with underscores between the words over on Instagram. Do follow all the things. We appreciate that. Also follow over on Top of the Card. It's Top of the Card Pod on Twitter, X. Top of the Card Podcast over on Spotify, iTunes, Google, wherever you get your podcasts. We do appreciate that. New episode is coming this weekend. It was recorded last week. There's a bit of outdated info there about things like the CW with NWA maybe happening. That was before the news of the illegal substance storyline, and then, the whole NXT thing happened. It's a lot of date. We're not timely, but we are opinionated. That is coming as well. But this is Frontline Prediction League. This is the FPL. This is for Crown Jewel with our results from this past weekend, and looking toward Full Gear next weekend, not this weekend, and beyond. So let's dive in, BeerMe, with Crown Jewel. First things first. Ash did retain against Monkey Bong and is still the FPL World Champion. It was 44-39. That's a 5-pointer, which could have been all the difference of a bonus or two. We could have a new world champion, but Ash did retain and kind of got back on track. Like the suddenness of the replacement contender and Chappers that threw everything off kind of got set back right, and then the original challenger Monkey Bong didn't get the win. And Chappers didn't earn his way back in. So it's almost like Ash has put both of those challengers to bed and is back on track. He's just a 2-time world champion now. Like, who's
Right.
gonna stop him? Like,
That's a good question.
it feels like Braun Breaker when he beat Ziggler. It's like, all right, we're back on track now. Beat Ciampa and Ziggler. On we go. You know?
I mean, there's a money in the bank out there, so
True, true, true. We'll see where they go with that. Mark Harper does still have that case. We do have the special referee for Symphony of Destruction versus Team No Chance. It was Ralentando. Symphony did get the win. James Blake and JJ Rocky did defeat James Costner and Josh Dionio. The War Games Advantage match saw Kings of the Ring, Bastion and Broken Nerd defeat Shades and Smiles, CG Hawk and Lexi Briggs. That was my prediction because I just don't bet against the Kings. I truly believe they're the best team in the FPL. Even better than our actual tag team champions. The only reason they don't have a shot is because the tag team champions are their other half of FBU. G and G was G. So there you go. So how do you feel about that? Your guys getting War Games advantage. How do you feel about that? Because you've had that last time, right? Last War Games you had advantage also, the triple threat version.
yeah.
And you won it.
And we did, yeah. So hopefully we'll do it again.
We have a non-title match. Tino did defeat Billy Grayson, Tino being the Canadian champion. Non-title match, the good guys, yes, must-see good guys, Beer Jesus and the GMSG, the tag team champions, as mentioned, did defeat the MBPA, Alexander McKennedy and Dion Blade. And that harkens back to when you guys lost those tag titles the first time against MBPA, who were the winners of the tag team tournament. They eventually lost to Shades and Smiles, who would lose it to you guys at Mania. You became 2-time champions all the way back there. You not only beat the team that beat you, but, like I said, your other FPU guys beat Shades and Smiles. So, again, the team that beat you have been avenged, and the team that beat them has been avenged. Like,
yeah,
that's a lot of legwork going on there for that. So, again, FPU wins everything yet again. How does it feel to be on that streak right now?
it feels good. Hopefully it goes at least one more event. You know,
At least one more.
hopefully
That's
at least one.
Full
At
Gear?
least.
Because that's a
Yeah.
defense, right? Yeah, we'll get to that
Yeah.
shortly. We'll get there. Surf Dog did defeat Smooth Rock. Excuse me. I'm drinking water. I don't have much, so I got to ration this so I don't get a dry throat. Team RGX, Chappers and Pain, did defeat Match of the Night. Red and myself, the mystery partner that was the mystery partner that was announced prior going in, blah, blah. We lost. I took the pin. Chappers beat me, former world champion. No shame there. Still sucks. I was on a bit of a winning streak and then got shut down. So there's unfinished business there. And we'll see what happens with everything going on there with RGX.
It's always tough once you lose after you're on a big streak because you're like, now what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Kind
Well,
of
I'm
stuck.
I think I've got Cammy Cat on the horizon yet again, and of course Survivor Series, right? And I've only won one Survivor Series, and that was the first goddamn one I was ever in. So, and the only Survivor Series I wasn't in a Survivor Series match was War Games last year. The only War Games I've been in, and I lost that. So I've not had good luck at Survivor Series, and also I was put through a table for like 4 out of 5 of them, I think.
That's right.
That was a thing. So yeah, it's been a rough time on that, but we'll see what happens going forward. Good on Chappers and Pain. A rebound for RGX after I beat Billy Grayson last time. The Light of the Cult, Danny the Light Jordison and Kurt Cult did defeat Annex Asylum, Captain Krulix Blackwell, and Static, which is big because Static, the European champion former, and Cap are kind of in that tag title hunt. And to see Light of the Cult get this win, maybe they're back in that hunt as well. I mean, they're obviously back in the hunt. There is only so many teams, but getting a win on a main show, that's huge. That's huge. So we'll see what happens there. Jackson Myrtle did defeat Halcyon. The Goose did defeat Viper. In a tables hardcore match, Jace of Blades beat Jonathan C.T. Martin. Big win for Jace, getting a hardcore win. As much as his character has been hardcore stuff, he hasn't gotten all the wins that he wants to get. Jace has, right? So it's good to see that happen. And CT can afford the loss. He'll be fine from that. Larry did defeat Luke Gray. Pushino beat Matt Zion. Mark Harper beat Jut Jut. The Jut Jut streak is over. Camp Applestone beat Cammy Cat. Mod Step beats Supreme Rock. Or Stella and Hunter Williams went to a no contest. Hunter Williams having the worst luck on that. I think that's 2 in a row for him.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Can't catch a break.
Wookie beat El Cid. 3D Platinum beat Kyre. CM Carlito beat Woe. The Gaffer beat Nayara. Mr. Glee beat Hiroshi and Moses. Michael Marsh beat Memories. The Arbiter beat Papa Snooch. And Eli and Relantando went to a no contest. Eli, new guy in the Discord, very active. Welcome aboard. Good to have you on there. No contest. So he didn't lose out of the gate. But he didn't win. So that's keeping it even there. And Relantando did accept that bit of a open challenge. So, of course, you get a no contest on a main show. I like to see rematches, so we'll see what happens. We did have achievements. Eli got his first appearance. Kyre got 50th match, so big. There you go, right? We've been around for a while. Pushino and Jackson Myrtle won their 10th match. Danny won his 25th, and Jackson Myrtle got a total of 500 points. And as always, there is a lot of write-up in here. This one was mostly from CT and I. Red illness came in and kind of kicked his butt for a bit. Wasn't able to do as much, so that does happen, unfortunately. I had COVID, technically. I didn't actually suffer any effects from it, but my streak is over. I don't think I've even mentioned it last time, but yeah, I got COVID. At least I tested positive for COVID. I was fine. I was sick prior to that, but I wasn't COVID. Or maybe it was. I don't know. But Rexia, hopefully we'll be all on full speed, full strength for next weekend's Full Gear. We're all raring and ready, so I think we'll be fine. But the details of these write-ups, please, like I always say, this is available in our Discord, and especially for Eli, hey, check it out. Go look in our Discord, go down to match results. You can see the stuff there. This exact page is there for you. I'm not going to read these. We're not going to go through these specifically. We'll highlight stuff like Eli debuting. See, there you go. We got Rodson Rules rematch. So, yep, he's in the hunt for the Canadian title. Something I've never won, even though I created the damn thing back in the JRPL. So, there you go. Actually, I'll mention that now as well. There's always an important thing. Eli, this isn't the character, Scott. BeerMe and I, in character, hate each other. Our characters are like bitter enemies that hate each other. This is like a thing kind of above that. We're talking like commentary, talking about the stuff. So just there you go. But yeah, we got Hiroshi and Moses doing his thing. We got Rab getting attacked. Rab actually has been busy and not able to put in picks, so storyline-wise stuff's happening there. James Blake comes out and grabs the Money in the Bank case. Stuff happens there. Matt Zion does his thing, and there's lots of stuff going on. And there was a celebration with the Legends of New School. Some interesting stuff happening there with voices on the PA system and FBU getting involved. Please go check it out. BeerMe, you did some stuff. Bastion did some stuff. Lots of fun there. Got the Survivor Series. Good stuff. We got Viper and the Goose with Halston, Jackson Myrtle, Annex and Light of the Cult, RGX and Match of the Night, Sheriff Dog and Smooth Rock. Lots of stuff in here. Ralentendo backstage. Please check this stuff out. Go write this stuff in here. I wrote a goofy segment that's been inspired from when The Miz faced John Cena, but it was empty and there was no one around. GMSG did that with me. It was a lot of fun. I had that banked for months. Matt Zion and Adusa Blades reveal their final Survivor Series members. It is CM Carlito on one side and Viper on the other. Tino and Billy Grayson had their match. Shays Smiles, the King of the Ring. Excuse me. Like I said, throat's dry. Trying to go quick. It's fun seeing some of these matches where like characters have absolute history over years and years and multiple encounters, especially when you get multiple world champions like Hawk and Bastion and Nerd with their history, and then Lexi add into the mix as the tag champ and pinner champions. The encounters always evolve, and it's some of my favorite stuff. And then Team No Chance and Symphony Destruction, and the Aftermath, crazy stuff in there. Please go check it out. We got Survivor Series building up. There's our matches. CT do these graphics. Awesome stuff. And then, of course, the main event. So please, go read those results. A lot of work was put in there for those. We love it. We always have fun with it. But we keep moving forward. Full Gear is next weekend, and thank God I thought it was this weekend. So I'm very relieved it is next weekend. There's our official poster, official thing with the Goose. He made his first poster. So there you go, Goose. You are on there. Sorry, the Goose. Full respect. And that's... I'm going to divert here briefly for that because when Chris Jericho was feuding with The Rock back in 2001, that's how long I'm referring this, he would call him The Rock, not just Rock. So that's what I try to do with GMSG. I will redo an entire promo if I goof up and say GMSG. I will say the GMSG, like that. So the Goose, full respect to the. So there you go. But we do have the tag team. I
appreciate that.
Yeah, I figured, yeah. Or sorry, I should have said honk like 18 times, but there you go. I mean, I believe he's Canadian too, right? It's Canadian Goose, so like the Canadians, we're going to stick together. So I got you, man. I got you, Goose. I got you. But we got the FPL Continental Tag Team Championship. It is the must-see good guys defending against the kings of the FPL, Jonathan C.T. Martin and Sebastian Escobar. And it's 3 stages of hell because we don't want a third no contest in a row with these two teams. BeerMe, how confident are you?
I mean, I've never been in one of these, so it's...
No one has.
Hopefully we'll retain.
This is a league debut. We haven't had one of these back in JRPL or FPL. This is a debut. We've brought this in for the first time. And I believe the way that we're doing this, and forgive me, I'm a bit hazy on how we're actually doing it, but I do believe it is 3 sets of picks. Because it's like 3 falls. So if the third one's necessary, we bring it in. That's right, yeah, because we talked about the idea of it like, I loved the idea of you have to make 1 set of picks that applies to everything. So if there's a ladder match in there, you're still thinking along those lines. If there's a submission match in there, you're thinking along those lines. So your 1-pointer that works for this for one has to work for this and another, and it has to work. We realized that's actually... It just wouldn't work. Like the way we've designed them to be so different from each other, which goes back to Bomber and how he designed it, but the way they're designed, they're too different to be able to work that way. I still think we could have tried it, but it is individual picks. So, fall 1, fall 2, and fall 3 if necessary. So, but that's not the only one, BeerMe, because Broken Nerd's going for gold, as is Bastion. So, the way this might go through, the FPL American Championship is the first of these to be defended, and Red, my girl, is defending against Bastion in a lumberjack match. And then Tino is defending the Canadian title in a Watson rules match against Broken Nerd. They might win. And we'll have, in that moment, all 4 members of FBU with gold. And then you guys go defend against the Kings. Win or lose, you still had that moment like Carmelo and Trick had, right? Before he lost to Ilya.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
But, or like the Rascals had at one point where there was like, he won the North American and the Rascals had the tag, like, or like, it was, or the X Division, it was just like, this is so slight. Excuse me. How confident are you in Bastion to beat Red in a Lumberjack match? He's come up short multiple times on the second-tier titles. He's never won them. He's a multi-time world champion, but he's never won the second tier here in the FPL. How confident are you in Bastion beating Red?
I'm pretty confident. I think this is the time.
Okay.
This is the time.
It makes sense when you look at everything top to bottom. It does make sense. And it is on an AEW show, so it's a big card, lots of points at stake, especially for hardcore type stuff. So that could sway things. How confident are you on Broken Nerd becoming Canadian champion? Now, he is a former world champ, but he's also a former American. He could be the first to win the 3 main singles titles. Not European, not tag, but he could have the first to be the world American and Canadian if he wins that.
He is a Terminator.
Yep.
Yeah, he is a Terminator, so I'm pretty confident in that.
And, of course, how confident are you guys to retain? Because if you do that, you will have all 4 of you holding up belts at the end of the night.
I know,
I know for a fact that you've been wanting that for a while because you've tried to get along these lines and like tried to position it, and you've specifically not gone for the world because you know Money in the Bank is out there, and that's a pain in the ass because CT had it, he's fell victim, like, and Bastion, I think, was he cashing on twice? I think. No, he was only cashing on once. Yeah, but he got cashed in on. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Are all 4 members of FBU going to be holding up gold at the end of the night?
I hope so. I mean, we're going for title defense number 7, and 7's my lucky number. I was born on 7/7. So
okay. We will see. Isn't it in California where CT's from?
That's true. We'll see if he gets that hometown.
Anyway, and Escobar, I know Escobar does I think his character's from Mexico, but strong Latin influence up there in LA. So. I think it's in LA. It's at the Kia Forum, right? So, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we're definitely not going to be well liked out there.
No. There's a lot of question marks. We're going to fill those in right now, so let's do it. I've got, I think, 2 matches to announce for this, BeerMe. I've got a non-title match. It is the world champion, so he is not defending. This is all the other titles are being defended. Obviously, the Europeans on house shows, but the world title is not being defended. It is Ash going one-on-one with the monster Wookiee. Now, he's run afoul of him a couple times, and Wookiee's flirted with that. Wookiee's never had singles gold here in the FPL. There's a main show. It could be big, but I think Ash is back on track, and it almost feels like he never missed a step. Like, he did lose the title and win it back, but it almost feels like he's, like, stronger for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a little bit,
Yeah. So I think Ash is winning that. I love Wookiee, though. He's so fun in these situations, so I wish he wins this one because I like to see him as a contender. That's a fun one. But what have you got? What have you got to announce? Because I've got a kickoff show match and then another normal match.
All right, I've got like I said, I got 4 matches, but I'm gonna announce your match, Scott. It's gonna be you.
Okay.
You're gonna be taking on Cammy Cat.
Okay. So I told you it's on the horizon. I told you that was a matter of time. So RGX has been like pushing with Dr. Cat and Cammy Cat. It's the same person. It's the same person. Everyone knows it.
Allegedly.
No, it is. God,
Allegedly.
Everybody knows it. It's Cat and Cammy and Katrina and whatever else. But I beat her twice on her own. I got to do it again. And it's RGX is doing his thing. He's pulling his weight, and I get it. It's fine. You know, I ruined his boy Billy Grayson, new hotness, his thing. So fair enough. But I'll face Cammy Cat again. I'll do it again. Maybe I got to put her down this time. We got to be a little more violent. I don't. Maybe we'll see what happens. Right. So.
Weren't both of your matches really close too?
Very. It was literally down to the money to make cash in at not Crown Jewel, the one before that, Bound for Glory, I think. No, Fastlane. It was literally down to a cash in, yes or no, for that. So there you But all right, I'll announce another match then. I've got on the kickoff, it is Monkey Bong versus Jut Jut. So let's see what happens with that. Will former world champion contender and former Canadian champion Monkey Bong defeat Jut Jut, or will Jut Jut get back on track with things?
Yeah, because he was on a roll for a while.
He was. He got a bit of a hiccup, but we'll see where that goes. What have you got to announce?
I've got
his question marks on the screen. Let's scroll back up. There we go. Full gear. There it is.
I've got Team Black Crosslight, Halcyon, and Hunter Williams will be taking on Team RGX and the team of Chappers and Payne.
Oh, okay. Who just beat Match of the Night, former tag team champions. Yep. Well, first off, do you think I'm going to beat Cammy?
You know, the law of averages would say that you got to get one of these, but I've seen how the law of averages work around here. I'm going to say that you will. I think you'll go 3-0.
Okay. Do you think Ash is beating Wookiee?
Yes.
Do you think Chappers and Payne are going to win this match? I do. I see momentum now.
I don't want Hunter Williams to get a W. I don't want him to. You know, it'll probably be a tie, no disluck, but. Yeah, I'm going to go with Team RGX as well.
Yeah, I just see momentum. I want Hunter to win.
Yeah,
flat out. I want him
too.
to win, and he can face the wheel at WrestleMania, and, you know.
Right.
That's coming up. The Rumble's coming. We'll see what happens. The Rumble is coming. Maybe it's a different name now, right? We'll see what happens.
Wheelie be in it, you know?
Let's see. I got Shades of Smiles, former tag champions, CJ Hawk and Lexi Briggs. They're going to go against Symphony of Destruction, Sheriff Dog, and Mr. Money in the Bank, Mark Harper. I normally don't bet against Symphony, but I am going to pick Shades of Smiles. I think they're angry after the loss they just had. I think they're going to get that win.
I'm gonna go Symphony.
I normally don't, and everybody knows that. But I'm picking Shades of Smiles. Yeah,
I just think that Sheriff and Mark Harper.
It's so good.
Yeah, I just think that they're on a roll right now, so I'm gonna go with them.
Okay. And you got one more to announce, right? And then we're on to Survivor Series. Two more. Oh, okay.
Yeah, two.
What you got?
My first one is Annex Asylum, Captain Krulix Blackwell, and Static.
Yep.
We'll be taking on the team of Team No Chance, James Costner and Josh Gionio.
I'm picking Team No Chance. I normally pick Annex, but I'm picking Team No Chance. They're like the kings. They're like the kings of the FPL. The kings of the ring. Bastion and Broken Nerd don't lose. Team No Chance don't lose. So I'm picking them. Even though they just did, I think, a little while back.
Yeah.
But I don't pick against them. I don't pick against JD, and I don't pick against Costner. They're too strong. I'm not doing it.
I'm actually going to go. I'm going to go out on them. I'm going to pick the Annex Asylum to win this one.
It is AEW. Yeah. You never know. On an AEW show, it's always the AEW can AEW, right? So that's also sad. We can't say Impact and Impact. We got to say TNA going to TNA. That's for hard to show.
Right.
It's not the same, but
it's not.
But what else? You got two. You said you had two more. So what's your other one?
All right, this one's a pretty good one. I got James Blake. He'll be taking on Rallantando.
Ooh.
And it will be for the War Games Advantage match.
Ooh, that's a good match even without that, but there's a lot of stake there, too.
I know, I like that.
I'm picking Blake. I don't normally pick against Blake, so I'm picking Blake.
Yeah.
Rallantendo's
That's
a toss-up, though. That's a coin flip, but it's James Blake. I just pick Blake normally, so I'm picking him.
Yeah, I kind of do, too. I'm gonna pick him as well. Yeah.
Okay. And let's scroll down. We got Survivor Series. That is coming up next. It is November 25th, end of the month. We do have a Survivor Series match, Legends of New School versus FBU. We got Team Red, which is myself and Red so far, versus Team RGX, which is RGX, Chappers, and Payne. We got a War Games, Team No Chance versus SOD. Survivor Series, Team Matt Zion versus Black Cross Light. The Canadian #1 contender match, Watson Rules, Chef Urban versus Orstella. And an American Championship #1 contenders match, hardcore match, Jut Jut versus Wookiee. So some fun stuff there, fun stuff building up. We'll get more on that with our picks and everything as we go. But I have a match to announce. I think you have got one as well, right? Or you got two?
Yeah, I got one.
All right, well, I've got something related to the European Championship. Mod Step, El Cid, The Goose, and Supreme Rock will be in a four-way match. The winner gets the FPL European Grand Prix Championship match at Hard to Kill in the Ultimate X. So, forgive me. The way that's worded, I'm not sure if this is Ultimate X or if that is Ultimate X. And I could go look, but I'd show you our booking page. I'm not doing that. So either way, the winner does get a title shot at Hard to Kill. I'll just say that.
What's up with Ultimate X?
Yes, I think it makes sense that it's a 4-way, so it's Ultimate X. That makes sense. But it also makes sense that Hard to Kill is the Ultimate X match. Forgive me. It'll be sorted out.
Yeah.
This page right here, you know what's Hard to Kill? Hard to Kill. It's a one-on-one match. There you go. So, yes. At least it is as of right now. But this page, you can go in here. You can go into our Discord, go down to match bookings. You can see all this stuff in here with Hard to Kill. We got Royal Rumble in there. We got Elimination Chamber Perth, which is the name of it. That's a goofy thing, but that's what it's called. NXT Stand and Deliver, same day as WrestleMania. Got to scroll down. Yeah, me and GMSG, look at that. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. But anyway, yeah. Survivor Series. Big match, like I said. Big match. It's Ultimate X. It's Mod Step, El Cid, the Goose, and Supreme Rock. The Goose can fly, so I mean, right? It's a goose.
You're going to be death pecking people.
So
picking him.
I'm legitimately picking the Goose for that. It should be Mod Step. It really should be. And Supreme Rock is good, and El Cid, goddamn. But I'm picking the Goose. I think the Goose is going to win at Hard to Kill. New European champion. Saying it right here.
I want that to happen.
Yep.
So,
We're in Monkey Bong land, and Monkey Bong nearly won the world title. It's the Animal Farm. Let's go.
It's true.
I'm all in. I'm all in for Goose's European champion. Let's strap him up, put a rocket on him, and see him fly. He doesn't need the rocket to fly, but, you know.
Right.
And people think that I'm trolling. I am a little bit in how I'm saying that, but the Goose is really good, and I legitimately do think he's going to win Hard to Kill. Like, legit. So,
yeah.
He's going to win that.
I can see it.
If Mod Step wins it, he's absolutely winning the title, either. Honestly, I think whoever wins this is winning the title at Hard to Kill. I'm going to say that right now. No offense to Detrick Cyrus, but I just see these guys being hungry, wanting that belt. So that's my thought. So.
That's fair.
You picking Goose? You picking the Goose? Yeah.
All right.
God, he always puts character chat ones in Goose. I can't wait to see the Goose in an Ultimate X match in one of his character chat promos because he always has pictures of that. So.
Yeah. Or him with the title.
Him training on an Ultimate X structure. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Well, what have you got? What have you got to announce? You got one for this as well, right?
I do. I have the MBPA, Alexander McKennedy and Deion Blade.
Mm-hmm.
They will take on who could be the tag team champions. The Kings of the FPL, Jonathan C.T. Martin, almost said Barton, Martin, and Sebastian Escobar.
And that's Survivor Series. Yeah, but that's a main show, and that could be huge.
Mm-hmm.
That could be huge. I do like this year for Survivor Series. We've got like the marquee matches of Survivor Series and War Games, but we also have important matches like the Canadian number one contender, the American number one contender, the European number one contender, and what could be potentially a tag team number contender. Even if they don't win, it's still if you beat the team that just challenged and came close, rightfully.
Right.
You're probably close in line, especially Survivor Series. Not going to be that many matches on the card, so this could have high stakes for like Rumble. And truly, we're in WrestleMania season, and we joke, but like they've had calls from WWE talking about the number of stuff we're looking at. We got Full Gear next weekend. We got Survivor Series at the end of the month, and we got Deadline in December. We're not doing Final Battle. We're not doing ROH anymore. So we got Hard to Kill in the middle of January with the Rumble at the end. There's Elimination Chamber around my birthday in February. Presumably Revolution will be around there. Early March is when they normally do it. And then it's Mania time because we're not doing Supercard. But it'll be Stand and Deliver WrestleMania. I did forget World's End on December 30th, so that's snuck in there as well. AEW might do a February show on top, right? They might have more, so there might be more from them, but Chambers and there's not much. There's not many shows left. Presumably we might have like a Valentine's Day NXT again. We have single-digit shows between now and Mania.
Yeah.
That doesn't compute in my brain. It's like, high single digits, but I have to count it now on camera just for the sake of it. Deadline, Survivor Series, Full Gear, World's End, that closes this year out, right? Yeah, so that's that. Rumble, hard to kill. I didn't even say Rumble during that. I'm horrible at this. Chamber, Stand and Deliver, Revolution, and probably something else in there. All right, so we might have 10 coming up to it, but that's still, if we're fighting to get 10, oh boy, it's going to be crazy. There's got to be an XT in there somewhere, right? So yeah, we'll see. And then Revolution is March-ish usually. Rebellion is afterwards. That's usually the first show out after Mania, a week or so later. So yeah, this is going to be some crazy, crazy stuff. The championships are really getting excited. Like, these contendership matches could lead to whoever is the champion for Mania. Like, we could be looking at these names, like I said here, Chef Urban and Stella, Jut, and Wookie, and plus El Cid, Goose, those guys. If they win those titles going in, maybe have one more defense, they're defending champion at WrestleMania. Like, I truly don't know when the next tag title defense is. It might even be like a chamber type of thing, but you guys, if you get through full gear next weekend, that could consider that. I mean, that's 4 months. You'll probably have one more in there, but just one before Mania, right? So, like, that's crazy. That's insane. WrestleMania can't be. It can't be 2024. We can't have been doing this for 3-4 years. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
It's wild. It's wild. But I love it. We love it. We love doing this. We have fun with it. So please, 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 always check this stuff out. It is Frontline Prediction League here on YouTube. Frontline Prediction League with underscores between the words over on Instagram. Frontline League on Twitter, X, and of course Top of the Card Pod as well. And they all go to the same Discord. So go in there. Go in there and talk about live event stuff with Impact like it is right now. Go in there for the character chat, which is popping off. Go in there for the revamped stuff, because we've got a movie section with the actor strike over, so that's going to start going crazy again with productions coming up. We got, and music as well as in there. We got the wrestling news. We got the rumors section. We got a lot of stuff in there. It's a general live event. It's a lot of fun. Please, please check it out. And, of course, live event chat when the shows are on. We're in there in voice chat going crazy as well, losing our minds when things happen. It's a lot of fun, so we appreciate it. BeerMe, let's cut this one here. Anything else you got to say before we go?
Just thank you, everybody, for listening, and we'll see you all next week.
Yes. We'll be back next week for the final rundown of Full Gear with our final picks, the final card, final everything, the full predictions with the full card for Full Gear. I can only say that once a year, so I'm going to use it there. But that'll be it, and then that'll be wrapping things up for another couple weeks, because deadline's, I think, the 9th of December, and it's Survivor Series, so there's a bit to go there, but things are kicking off, and it's getting crazy. So we'll leave it there. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good night.